Hi everyone, it's another nice day outside to be in the garden, and what I'm doing at the moment is doing some severe weeding and pulling out the old strawberry beds like that one over there that got really affected by the drought that we had, and that we couldn't water because we ran out of water here on the property. So we actually have planted some new beds, which I'll show you in a minute. From the runners that they shot, and now we're pulling out the old beds, and also a very weedy bed over here, as you can see. And I'm just going to show you today how we make a simple garden bed. Okay, so I've pulled out all the weeds here. There's a few beds there, as you can see. We let them go for a fair bit. We just left all the weeds there so that the soil wouldn't be bare and it had something in the beds. Whilst the drought was here, we just didn't really want to have it all bare, so we left things in there and just let it go really, and we haven't gotten around to pulling all the weeds out yet. So there's a big wheelbarrow load full of weeds that will go to the chooks. They'll be happy as well. And then on to the next phase. So this is some compost that we've got from the biodigester that is there from the outflow of the biodigester, and it's combined basically with chicken manure and sawdust, and it becomes a really, really nice compost. So we use that as our feed for our garden beds. But you can possibly use quite a lot of different composts, whatever you've got available to you. I'm sure that at some point we'll put a video up on how to make an 18-day hot compost, which is a very quick way of making a bit of fungal compost. So I've shoveled a wheelbarrow load full of compost. I'm not going to make it any fuller than that, otherwise I won't be able to get up the hill over there. And I'm now going to put it on the garden bed. So basically I just put the wheelbarrow load on there. I'm sorry I can't do that at the same time as filming. And now I'm just going to even it out. So here I've evened the bed out and I've given it a bit of shape, so it's like a bit of rectangular shape here. And the next step will be I'm going to get some mulch, and I'm going to mark the border first, and then I'm going to mulch the top so we can plant into it later. So these are our mulch piles. So Tom takes the whippersnipper out to the long grass on the property, or on the verge of the property, and we harvest it all and put it in our mulch bins, and then we use it in the garden or in the syntropic. So a nice big wheelbarrow load full, and we'll move onto the garden bed. So we'll get some longer bits of mulch and we'll make that into, we'll twist it into a rope type consistency, and then we're going to put that all around the edges of the garden bed. Okay, so we've done the edges, and hopefully that'll be enough to keep any weeds or anything like that out. Nature loves the edge, so we're trying to stop nature from moving into whatever we want to plant into here. Now, as you can see, we've got nature taking over behind us here. That's a Madagascar bean vine, and that's actually growing quite prolifically at the moment. It's not producing so much at the moment, there's only a few on, but we've had some not so long ago when it was a bit drier. Now I've just put a whole wheelbarrow load of mulch on there, so I've filled the inside in with all the rest of the mulch, but I am not sure that I like the amount. I think I need some more, so I'm just going to get another half a wheelbarrow load and put that on. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. So the sunlight's changed at the moment on me. Just trying to find the right angle here so you can see. Here we go. So it's a fair amount of mulch on there, and then tomorrow I'll do a bit of a film on how I plant into the mulch. So we've got some seedlings there, and we'll plant them into the mulch in the beds. So at the beginning of this clip I was talking about transplanting strawberry runners. So as you can see, the strawberries are a bit bushy here at the moment, and that's because they throw runners. So they're actually growing in the paths, which is what we don't want. And that's where that's not a good example, but we can pull them out like this one. You see how It's a young one and the roots are fairly fresh. So that one you can transplant. And so that's what I've done here. It's currently under shade cloth, so that I've watered them in so they don't get the full sun on them. We will get the shade cloth off when it's shady, and then we'll put them back on once the sun comes back out. So it's just planted as normal. You dig a bit of a hole in the mulch, you put some seedling mix in, put the little strawberry plant in, and then tap it down, and as you can see, you try and put the mulch as close to the plant as you possibly can.